Is it a good morning? No, it is a great morning. Hello, traders. How are we today? Yeah. The devil's in the details.
Yeah, the math rocks.
Math. Math for the win. Alpha trading for the win. We're talking
Alpha
about
trading for the
this.
win.
Returns mean revert. Next question. Returns definitely mean revert. What are we talking about here? I've been talking about this for a while. Got a couple green verticals here. I can probably. That was just, I was showing some people some things. Let's get rid of those. There we go. So, got this intersection on the weekly. This is the 11 length RMLR. Popping up through the 33 power mean, right? There was a bear div on the weekly. This was a no-brainer. Returns mean revert. Just tap this area, right? Last night. Pulling up right now, pre-market up above the RMLR. Back up above the RMLR right now. Right? What, at 21.52? Yeah, we're a little bit, about 40 bucks above it. Let's see. Will this be the bottom? We're about to find out. We are about to find out, right? They got all this bullshit news out here trying to, pardon my French here, TradingView, trying to get everybody on the wrong side of trades. If I was in the short, I'd sure be taking profits. I sure would be taking profits. That's the biggest problem out here for retail traders. It's the biggest problem with a lot of traders, not just retailers. They don't take their profit. They don't think they take their profit. They just, they think their edge, right? They got their good edge. My edge is telling me to stay in the trade. Then the algos take all your profit from you. So, yeah, man, got to be careful. Got to take that profit. Mean reversion on the weekly. Confirmed. Here's one thing, though. Let me pull up the 30 length RMLR real quick, and I'm going to turn off some bands. Let me turn off some bands. Get rid of a little bit of this noise. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, TradingView, you're running slow as usual. Yeah, you're great. You're great. New service. You'll get it. You'll get it sped up. Okay, there we go. Here's the 30 length RMLR. Man, I got to turn this Telegram off. I'm just getting blown up this morning. It is ridiculous. I mean, I am not shitting. I've got like 50 messages. 50 messages. Not just from one person either. I mean, it's all kinds of people. All right. Telly off. Telly off. So we got the 30 length RMLR down here. Right? This was like what I was explaining to people yesterday. Right? Midday. Bitcoin price, it wasn't even close yet. Right? We had that nice flush. We had that nice flush right to the 11 length RMLR crossing up the 33 power mean. If this area doesn't hold, we close this weekly candle below this area. Say we close this weekly down here, because this wick went pretty much just overshot the 95.4 Laplace by a little bit. Where was it at? Give me 1 second here. Yeah, is it the 19.6? Yeah. Yep. 19.644. We overshot it by a little under $100. Low, 19.559. Pulled right back up though. But I'm telling you, we closed this weekly candle down by this 95.4 Laplace, which would be closing it below the 33 power mean and the 11 length RMLR. That is reverse mean of log returns for anybody that does not know. We could see some new lows. Now this is going to raise over the weeks, right? Or we could revisit the lows, right? I mean, this is going to be a play it by ear type of thing. I'm going to be looking for some bull div, things of that nature. So I'm going down through my workflow to see if this is a bottom. What am I looking for? I'm going to be looking for some, in this case, this was the continuation divergence, right? This was the hidden bull, right? We got this last pump here. This is definitely bear. So I'm looking for bull div. I doubt we're going to see any hidden. Especially I've already looked on the lower time frames, nothing going on, not even any bull yet. Or actually, time frame was that the 90-minute? Yeah, it was a 90-minute. Yep, 90-minute bull div right now. You can see, right? Nice little bounce right off the zero mean here. Right off the zero mean. Let me real quick get rid. No, I don't want to show the latest news. And I want that. Bye-bye. Hide events. There we go. So yeah, lower lows on price action. The returns, higher low. right? There was a major imbalance here. And look at the 90-minute. Look at the rejections off the reverse wave trend. Bam. I mean, how many times are you going to beat your head up against the bottom side of this power mean? So we shot outside this power mean, right? No brainer to pull back up in it. So what's next, right? Getting by this 9 log MA. Then we got the reverse wave trend up here on the 90-minute, 21.2. Don't be surprised if the thing shoots up $1,000. It would not surprise me at all. How far outside does power mean band this 4 hour get? Let's check this out real quick. Populate my little friend. You can see the trend is in. The trend to the downside ended. Right? It's even the predictor even flipped back to the top side. Busting up through the yeah. Houston, there is a problem. We visited the devil's den, as you can see in the thumbnail. Which is, I saw that when I woke up. I just started laughing. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. I like being evil sometimes. Let's see.
Wow, man, that was you fighting the devil in his den, man.
Oh, I do, but yeah, you got some nice creepy wings on me and shit there. I'm like coming in.
Yeah, the powerful archangel with wings going down to the fiery pit of the new battle with the dark devil.
All right. I like it. We literally got the 4 hour reverse wave trend at about 22K. Now, I'm not saying this bounce got to happen right now. It doesn't have to happen, but we are way outside this power mean band. Doesn't like it. I mean, is this thing just going to go sideways? We going to go sideways down here around 20K and drive everybody crazy? Sure could. It sure could. Right now, like I said before, if you didn't take your profits, I mean, we can't help you with that. That's a psychological thing that you're going to have to get over. Why aren't you taking your profits? Well, you're emotionally attached to your trade. If you're doing this professionally, this is a job, right? You're not in this for brownie points or make yourself feel better. You're in this to make profits, and you have to take those profits. If you don't take the profits, what are we doing? Right? Just wasting your time, because these algos will take it from you. I'm sure this 4 hour candle already got some people scared if they didn't take their profits. Who knows what's going to happen though, right? That's why we trade low time frame volatility. And has it been productive? Yes, it has. Beautifully. Got the nice rejection here on the 4 hour, right? That was the initial dump up there, down from like 23.5. What does it do? Goes sideways, right back into the power mean band. I mean, when you drop below the 9 right here, kind of retested it. I mean, this wick right here, this was a nice clear out here on the 4 hour. I mean, look at this. Look at this freaking candle, right? Wrecked a lot of people, I'm sure. Then just the slow drift, then the dump out. There we go. Sitting right at 20K again. Very interesting. So 4 hour though, all the fissures are up. All the fissures are up on the 4 hour. Now, what's building now? Hidden bear. Right? Look at the returns oscillator. You're already getting a higher high. Nothing's set yet. And this returns oscillator can fly. But got a lower high here. Right? Higher high, lower high, hidden bear divergence. What is hidden divergence? It's a continuation divergence. Right? At this point, we're looking for some bull divergence. Right? We're looking for bull. That's a trend change. Did we trend? Yes. Yes, we trended. We trended for sure. Let me look on the daily. The daily? Sure it did, yeah. Daily's been trending. Daily never came out of trend. It immediately, with that dump right there on the second. On the second, been trending ever since. And on the daily time frame, 24 hour, still trending. Still trending. The predictor is still to the downside. But you also, on the low length volatility, we are contracting negatively correlated. Right? First off, because you can see, when did it dump? It was negatively correlated, right? So we get this massive dump, but immediately, man, this daily candle right now is contracting. Let me see. That's a 981. Let's check the old. No, let me make sure. Still haven't changed these damn colors. Yep, I knew that was it. Now, let me go up here. Let's change this. Let's see what the 981's doing. And if you're confused on what I'm talking about, come in the Discord. Let us explain it to you. Yeah, negatively correlated as well. 2,400. Let's see. It's negatively correlated too. Okay. negatively correlated, but is it expanding? Let me blow this up a little bit. Yeah, it is a little. Actually kind of going sideways. Yeah, this volatility is going to have to shift a bit. Look at the daily fishers. They're still to the downside. But we did, I mean, we were going across this reverse wave trend for literally 4 days, right? Then we dumped out. And now, I mean, we're looking down here on the daily. We've got the reverse Fisher 18677. We're going to go that low? We could. If we do go to that Fisher, expect a nice bounce here. If we do drop, what, another, I don't know, $1,200 from the low, only about 1,100, or not even 1,100, 800. So yeah, having a nice outlier on the daily. So what are we setting up? Hidden bull right here, right when I, or no, bear or bull div, Jesus. Exactly what I was looking for, right? I want to see some bull div. Is this strong? Is this a strong setup? I mean, it's positively correlated, right? Now, from here to here, both lower lows. It's this drop back here. This is where we're getting it. Let me blow up this returns oscillator, because it's going to be a little steeper than it appears. You always want to blow these up, right? Always want to blow these up. So on the daily, there's bull div on the returns oscillator. Now, has a bottom set on it? It has for now. There isn't a bottom on the data set, though. This is going to roll into the weekend, and it'd be a good move, right? You really want to. What are these algos trying to do? They're trying to get as much profit out of everybody as they can, and it would not be a surprise to me at all if they ran this thing up over the weekend, especially if this div I'm seeing. Let me see if it's a 12-hour. No, it's on the daily. Okay, on the daily, huh? Let's pop this on a weekly real quick, because we are having an outlier on the weekly, but we are right at the 9 log MA right now. Okay, we break that 9 log MA, we're definitely going to go to this 33 power mean probably, and that's at 18K. That'll start freaking everybody out, right? That'll start freaking everybody out.
The RMLR on the weekly is down at like 15K to complete the mean reversion.
Oh, to the 30, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
right here, bingo. About 15.2, we're at 15.1.
And if it doesn't complete by Sunday, next week's RMLR is going to drop hard the next couple of weeks on that RMLR. So
I don't know if I see this thing. Obviously, they're using news to manipulate people for sure right now. A lot of people think that the government's dumping all this Bitcoin. Everybody thinks the government's dumping all the Bitcoin. Look, if they are, they just wash trading. They're biggest criminals alive. Don't be surprised they dump this thing out. They're just going to buy it right back up.
If they are, they're just doing what the math has been saying is going to happen all along anyway.
Pretty much. Yep. So they're going to come out with all this news and try to scare the crap out of everybody. Hey, it is what it is. Don't focus on the news. Focus on the volatility. Like Yasha just said, volatility will tell you big time. And there's the weekly bull div right there. There's the weekly, or bear div. Jesus. Coffee coming up, sir. So there's the bear div on the weekly, rejecting off of the reverse wave trend. All right. This, that 18K level wouldn't shock me. Definitely wouldn't shock me. Now, to go all the way down and test that 15K, that 15.1 area, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're going to have to play this day by day. We do anyway. Hell, we take this minute by minute. Minute by minute. But everybody out there, they want to know, what do the VEPS say? What do the VEPS say? Where are the markets going? I'll tell you what, I can give you a lot better idea down here. A lot better idea when you're trading these low time frames. Because up here, we know anything can happen. Anything can happen. Indeed. But the indicators are showing right now that we are having a statistical outlier, right? We're having a statistical outlier pretty much, I guess, the second week into the move after the first one rejected. So let's go like this, and I'll show you what we're talking about here. Let's turn off the UPM. Bammo. And I'm probably going to have to go to a daily. There you are. There you are. First, let's throw, should we do it on the local high? Just to see real quick where this baby's at. Yeah, it was hanging. It was. Open that new daily candle underneath the 95.4 Laplace on this. Yeah, but I mean, we had too much sideways action here. If any, let's move this up. Let's move this up a little bit. This I'd feel a little more comfortable with because we did have a little trend change there. Yeah, this actually is not looking too damn good. I'm slowly moving up here to where we had the outlier, which is right here. Boom. Yeah, almost a 99.7 Laplace move already. Almost a 99.7. That candle literally opened up, checked, right, went up, tested the bottom side of the 68.3 and just dumped out through the 95.4, which you don't see that a lot. Usually you're going to get a little break here. You're going to get a little bounce. Didn't even bounce. Thing just flushed out. Flushed out indeed. Okay, that's what I wanted to see. About a 4 hour. Let's move this 4 hour here.
With yeah.
Pulling back up into the distribution. Let's see. Gonna have to get back up inside this 99.7 Laplace, which that's the probability, right? There is a 99.7% chance we break back up above like 20.4. But right now, you know, continued sell off.
If you stick it on the daily on with drift on February 22nd, like the reversal candle, yesterday's move and today's move went right down to the 95.5 perfectly.
Where are you talking about?
Stick it on February 22nd, the reversal candle on the daily.
Hold on.
With drift on.
There we go. Let me move this thing. Oh, I know. I hear you. I got to move this, so it ain't going to work.
Yep. But you're on the 4 hour.
I know I'm on the 4 hour because you have to move the freaking projection boss up on the 4 hour so it'll populate on the daily. Let me see. I had it too far back. And where are you saying to put it? On the 24th?
Yeah, on the 24 hours, stick it on the 22nd of February, which is the reversal candle. Once it fell down below the high, the local high.
Well, here's the 20.
This one right before that. Yeah,
I mean,
one right before that.
Yeah, but you want to go all the way back here, though.
Well, why not? It'll populate that. Look at that, dude.
Well, I don't have drift on, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you want to start it right there after that candle.
If you stick it on drift, you'll see that.
Yeah, it's right there right now.
Look at that.
Hanging out inside the 95.4 Laplace.
Perfect.
Yep, pulled right back up inside it. Meow. Meow. All right. Let's see here. Boing. Put this power mean back on. Let me see something here. Yeah, we've been talking about this on the monthly too. This was a no-brainer, right? You know, on this dump from the all-time highs on the monthly, we get down outside the power mean band. Did it do what it's supposed to do? Yeah, goes right back up to the reverse wave trend, and it rejected there, man. It rejected there. This monthly power mean band hasn't even flipped bearish yet. Well, that's because Bitcoin's just a big bull. Bitcoin, big bull. Big bull Bitcoin. And that is just so beautiful here. You get outside that power mean band. Look at this wick. Boom, right to the reverse wave trend. Then it pulled back up. Then it dumped below. Right? Outside the power mean band again. Outside up here, wave trend test. Outside down here, wave trend test. Reverse wave trend. For you new folks watching. Let's hit that rocket. Let's hit that rocket emoji. Boost. We must boost. You're getting some good credible information here from Alpha Trading. Not some silly traditional TA chart drawing gurus out there that are literally clueless. They're in an echo chamber. I'll go head to head with any of them anytime. We can do it right here on TradingView. Let's go. Put your edge to the test. Let's go head to head and have some fun, traditional TA traders. We are here for you. The monthly, just still. I mean, and actually, if we, and I talked about this the other day, and look at the down move here, right? And what is this? What is this? Just hidden bear, right? Hidden bear div setting up. But what is that hidden bear setting up? Bull div. If you get a bounce here on the zero mean, there's going to be a lot of spots of bull div on the monthly still. I mean, this has just been building for a long time. It just finally got back up above the zero mean. Very interesting. Wish I could get a variance read on the monthly, but there's not enough history on our favorite big monster asset, the bull of all time. The bull, there's no argument there. You don't hear anybody arguing about that. They'll call it a scam and a Ponzi and all that shit. But yeah, we know that's not true. We know that the US dollar's a Ponzi and a scam. And yeah. But cash is still king. Cash is still king. So what are you going to do? We're going to look at the 5-day chart. That's what we're going to do. And then we are going to, because didn't I see something interesting on the 5-day? Yeah, that rejection off the 99 log there. So what's next on this 5-day? What do we got down there? Just the power mean band. I mean, this power mean band on the 5-day hasn't even flipped back up, but I mean, it just started flipping bullish. And we were literally above the wave trend. I mean, it didn't have, the wave trend wasn't below the power mean band, in the power mean band. I mean, there's no log MAs down here. You do got the bottom of the power mean band down there about a little under 18K. Little under 18K. I don't know though, man. I don't know, to be honest. We might have seen it. There's, the bulls are going to be buying Bitcoin. Yes, they are, especially with these, with just the overall economic conditions. This is where Bitcoin shines. This is exactly what Bitcoin was made for, right? Where was Bitcoin spawned out of, right? We all know that, the 2008 fucking debacle that happened. Just ridiculous, because all these people don't know how to manage money correctly. I mean, our government is the worst. That's why any day I'd love to have a businessman as president. That's really the only thing I liked about you know who. But because he is a businessman. Now we got the dumbass politician. Wow, he's done a great job. How did I get slammed over into politics? Pardon me. We're right back into trading. Sorry. Ah, boy. Even on the 5-day. Yep, 5-day there was bear div too. Just playing it out. Returns mean revert. We all know this. Returns mean revert. Meanwhile, here's the VRE. I was talking this whole week waiting for the dollar to come test the center of the weekly range. Right before the stream started, sent a 15-minute candle to the dollar right to it. Now it's showing weakness. This is what we want. We want to see these markets rebound. We need this dollar below the weekly range and to show weakness and start dumping out. Which after a day like yesterday, it wouldn't shock me if this is a bull day. All right, wouldn't shock me at all. Would love to see it. What time is it? 9:23. Let me get my account up. Hold on, guys. Jeez, I just realized. Got to fire up the money machine. Fire up the money maker. That's the digital zeros entering the bank account. Tick, 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 tick.
Effect for that.
All right. So yeah, been waiting all week. Last day, boom. And that 15-minute candle, where did the wick go to? To the dollar. The dollar went to the dollar. To the freaking center of the weekly range. Then what did it do right here? Right? This was the first standard deviation to the downside. Pretty much rejected off of it. 95 for Laplace. Remember, what is this red cross here? What's the red cross line? That's the top of the monthly range. Top of the monthly range. Ideally, we want to see 103.7 tested. You know, the way that just tested the center of the weekly, that gives me a little grind here thinking that it might be on its way down here. If it gets to the bottom of the monthly, 103, you talk about a bounce, you're going to see a massive bounce in these markets. You will see Bitcoin back up there. You'll see Bitcoin at 22 probably. And just everybody going, this is manipulation. Because they don't know about returns. It's simple. Once you learn about the returns and the price actions following the returns and what returns do, they mean revert. The standard deviation of returns is volatility. That's why we make it pretty simple. Volatility, pure variance, volatility, the spread of data around the mean. We have it correlated, right? We have it correlated, and it lets you know when there's a statistical outlier. And a statistical outlier, right, is a second standard deviation move or greater within the distribution. That is called a fat tail event. We love fat tail events. And this indicator shows them perfectly. You get an outlier started, it's a no-brainer, right? I personally, especially low time frames, scalping, you could just trade this Indy. You don't understand how powerful it is. You got to throw in the RO though, because on those low time frames, those div plays are tremendous. You got to see those div plays coming. Because if you've got bull div showing, and then all of a sudden you're having an outlier in that direction, entry. Get a good entry though. Drop down to the low time frames. Look for the occurrences. What am I talking about? I'm talking about volatility. Volatility occurrences, right? When that percentile drops to 0, especially when it falls off cliffs. For this long, this little dump out here, no brainer on the 5-day. I mean, look how long the volatility was flat, and all 3 lengths are low. So you're just waiting. Here the correlation broke right here with this little bit of, let's see here. A little bit of expansion positively correlated. And then boom, as soon as this expansion happened, obviously went back, correlation flipped, it's negative, big dump. You had time though. You definitely had time. This was negatively correlated already. But that's on a 5-day, right? We're not getting entries on the 5-day. Let me see here. Jeez Louise. We're down on this 15-minute chart here real quick on Bitcoin. Setting up hidden bull. All right. There we go. What do we see here? Higher lows, lower lows. That's hidden div. Let's go. Just rejected off the reverse Fisher on the 15-minute. So what we really need, we need this data set up above. It'd be good to get a pump above it now, because when this cross happens and you're above, you're going to come back down. Probably test that cross. That's a reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher. You're all out there using moving averages for crosses, talking about death crosses and freaking golden crosses and whatever, green crosses and pink crosses and yellow crosses and all your ridiculousness out there in traditional TA land, not realizing that you're using indicators that are lagging. You hear it all the time, but nobody even understands it. How many times you hear people, oh, that indicator lags? Hey, I got a newsflash for you. They all do. They all do. Unless you have something like Fisher that's finishing stuff off in a normal distribution, the ALMA moving averages. There's not very many things in traditional TA. Okay. That's why you see YouTube Jimmy out there slowly transitioning, talking about statistics when he literally has no idea what he's talking about. At least he's trying. We've been hammering these guys for years. Our small little YouTube channel, we're a threat to them. They know it. They don't want their subscribers learning this stuff because it'll just crush up. How do you think these people make money? Selling you TA packages, selling you worthless lagging indicators, right? Here I am on the platform where most of them are, and I'm sitting here speaking the truth that nobody wants to hear. Well, it's true. It's true. And we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here 5 days a week pumping these vids out. Yes, we are. Let me see.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. We've been doing it for years on YouTube. But yeah, YouTube. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
We have been silenced. That's how you crush a revolution. You start it before it even starts. You stop it before it even starts. And do believe that's what's happened. But it's okay. Because where are all the traders at anywhere? They're on TradingView. And that's what we like. We like. I would say that would be the market open. Ow.
Yep. Ding dick.
Well, that thing's going to have to... regulators! What? There it goes. Yeah, what's natural gas doing? My goodness gracious. It is a fickle beast, boy. There we go. Everything's starting to settle down now. It's bid ask. Let me see real quick. Let's tighten up real good. 7 flags G. Okay, you go, baby. All right, let's see here. Back to the charts. Back to the freaking charts.
Yeah, Dixie continuing its downward trend for now.
Dixie below the weekly range. Get a drink of coffee. I'm getting excited. Good stuff here. Good stuff. So, pre-market. Let's see what's happening. Coinbase, yeah, dumped out. Did a gap down through the daily range? No, it did not. Daily range is at the bottom side, or top side, 68 through Laplace. Right here at about 58.82. I mean, these markets, man. You got the dollar dumping out. You got the minis dumping out. Sell. What's Kramer doing? Something stupid, I'm sure. So, yeah, you got everything moving together right now.
Yep.
Pretty crazy indeed. Let me see if anybody's bucking. We got crypto. Let's see. I got to get more stuff on this watch list. I'll upgrade my watch list. Yeah, we know Monero. Monero was the only thing in green for a few days. Right now, of course, it's almost 4.6% down today. We'll sell off. Profit. Oh. You take profit on the way down, not on the way back up. Letting the algo take your profit back from you. Jesus. Bonk's about dead. Good. I'll have a bunch of bonk I can burn, I guess, for Sol. I don't want to burn bonk for bonk. Where's Matt? He's in there. If he's listening, he's laughing. Oh, let's see. Yeah, nothing in crypto. AVAX is up. A couple little things. Cardano's up. Solana barely up. Solana had a nice bounce. Down from like $16, right at 16, all the way back up almost 18, 1792 or something. Good stuff all the way through the 68 through Laplace. Had a little stutter step right at the bottom side of the 1SD, and then just whoop, right into the daily range. Didn't close a candle above the top side of the daily. Then you open up this, reject off the center. Boom. Now you're bouncing off top side of 68.3. It all works together, folks. All works together. You got Coinbase going to come up and test its daily range. 58.90, that area somewhere. The minis are right in the daily ranges. The dollar rejected off its daily. All right, by the way. Didn't show that. Let's pull it down. There it is. Couple rejections right there. And then it buzzed down, got below that weekly resistance level. All right, boom. Rejected. Right off the bottom side of the 68.3, right through the first standard deviation into the weekly range. Now it's below, dropping. Drop. If it continues to drop, I would imagine these assets are going to flip here at some point. I'm sure, though, right? Because people don't understand the stuff we talk about. And so there's a lot of fear. People are just sitting on their hands right now, right? They got their wireless keyboard locked up in the safe, so they can't do anything. All right, baby.
Shiny rocks are up.
I'm sure shiny rocks are up, and that's where I was heading. Not to shiny rocks specifically, but to my traditional watch list, just to see what is happening. Yes, they are. Silver. Wow, silver up 2.5. Interesting. Copper down, gold up 1% lately. If you like watching paint dry and grass grow, yeah, watch gold, watch silver. It's exciting. Exciting stuff. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything on the open's down with the dollar showing weakness. I mean, look at the minis just following the dollar. Everything. S&P's following the dollar. Either you're going to get one hell of a bounce out of the dollar. If the dollar bounces here, oh my, look out below. You know that. These things are already moving down with the dollar, and then the dollar shows some strength. They're going to just rip down. Rip. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's hanging right around 20K. Right around 20K. And yeah, this is pretty unusual. See everything in the red with the dollar showing this weakness. Anything really getting crushed? Not really. Nothing of importance.
I saw getting crushed.
Oracle. What'd you say?
Oh, I said I saw some alts getting crushed.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Tesla holding strong right around 170.
Leo token is up on the day.
Hey, wheat's up. Wheat is
Yay,
up.
wheat.
Yay, wheat. I was talking about that the other day. Yeah, I'd probably be buying me some wheat. Let's see. I said that about natural gas too, but natural gas is a psycho. It is a total psycho. You just got to be in the trade when the move happens. And it tried. It got up to 10 and then just rejected hard. Right back down. It's around $8. That's the U.S. fund. Let's see here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Coin dumping. Still dumping.
Oh, yeah. With Bitcoin down like this, faux show. It's going to dump. And it is literally, where's the 1SD on this bad boy? Let's see. There it is, right there, 53.67. Boom. Right in that area, huh? This dollar's not looking too healthy. If it comes down to the top of this monthly and bounces, because right now, look at the dollar. Where's it at? What's this green line? That is the third support level on the daily volatility range, man. So here's the fourth down here. Right inside the monthly range. It's right at the 95 for Laplace, 104.2 area, 104.3, right here. This is a magnet right here. Watch this. Watch this little 15-minute candle. This thing's going to come down here and tap this. How much time's left in this 15? 7 minutes? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt if this thing just shoots a wick down here real quick. If it gets stuck down in here, man, here's the problem, though. The dollar's almost at the bottom of its daily range, and you got everything dumping out with it. Woohoo! If it bounces off the bottom of that volatility range, shit is going to crash hard. Or we're in the twilight zone now, and everything's just going to move at the dollar. Who knows? God. Like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, man, with his frozen shoulder. Got to bring the keyboard up to me. This has been going on for a while, too. That's what you get for getting blackout drunk in Miami. With a bunch of maniacs. Last thing I remember is leaving the mixer, and we walked to the mixer. So we stopped at like 3 different little swanky little bars. I remember talking with another group of girls. So I don't know what happened. But I threw my shoulder out doing it. Okay, back to trading. I'm all over the place. I'm confused. The dollar's sucking everything down with it.
Is this a buy signal time? Is this a sell signal time? All the questions, and Silvergate's in the news because it's a challenge.
And that's the problem. I mean, you can see the top one, right? Dollar weakens after U.S. payroll data suggests slowing inflation. So the dollar's showing weakness, but you have all this other news, and it's just wrecking shit, man. I mean, God, look at these candles.
Can I ask a question?
Can you?
What?
I don't know.
You guys, hello, and welcome to your show. Can I please ask a question?
Make me spit my coffee out.
What do you think would happen, like mentally or to the man? I don't know. But if the funds that were sent to Coinbase, if then Coinbase starts offering staking, all right, and they stake these coins, and then they use the dividends of the coins to hunt crime, which means they sell. What do you guys think?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I would actually have to. You would actually have to explain that to me one more time. What you just said. I listened, but
okay. So there's those coins that have been found or whatever, like
yeah,
sent to Coinbase from this drug thing. So now, if Coinbase, because they like America's exchange, right?
Yeah.
So when they do start offering staking for Bitcoin, then if the government goes,
How are
okay,
you
cool,
gonna-
we'll stake it with Coinbase, that means they're going to be making 1%, 8%, who knows, right?
but
On those
Bitcoin's
coins. So
proof of
like
work.
8% of 296,000 coins is like a Bitcoin plus a day, right?
Yeah, but
So
you
like
can't stake Bitcoin unless I'm missing some.
you can stake Bitcoin,
What?
but I don't think they'll do it on Binance.
How do you?
You can stake you with wrapped Bitcoin, and there's all kinds of other functions.
Yeah, see,
people
that's not Bitcoin, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, I stake. I can stake Bitcoin. I just don't own it, but I can stake it like through most of the exchanges.
Yeah.
I get pretty good rate.
You don't own it, or it's some other kind of wrapper or something like that, where it's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's basically derivative, and you're staking it, and yeah, I mean you're effectively earning a percentage yield on holding Bitcoin locked into an account on a particular exchange or whatever.
So wrapped Bitcoin is proof of stake.
No, there's different ways of wrapping, and there's different ways you can make staking functionality for Bitcoin, through different exchanges. Like with the
Well, I thought staking something meant it was proof of stake. So you're verifying transactions on the blockchain by staking your coins. And if Bitcoin's not proof of stake, how in the hell do you stake Bitcoin?
No. So what the exchange does is you're pretty much you're going to press stake, and then you're signing a contract with the exchange until you press unstake, and you're going to receive dividend yield. Now that exchange will then go, okay, there's multiple ways that we can offer dividends.
How do you?
And usually what it is, it's like a smart contract on Ethereum, right? And then it just gets used for liquidity.
So if you're getting a dividend off Bitcoin, what's that make Bitcoin?
You're not getting it really off of Bitcoin. They're giving you a dividend off of their derivative product for the fact that you're holding X amount of Bitcoin in their account.
So it's just illegal. It's just all illegal. We're talking about cryptocurrency.
It's a Bitcoin deposit, a certificate of Bitcoin deposit, like a COD for cash, but COD for Bitcoin. Kind of like what Hex is.
Decentralized finance, bro. But you got to sign up with the good guys and not the bad guys. And that's entirely up to you.
Celsius, right?
It sounds like a bunch of knuckleheads trying to ruin Bitcoin.
I'll see what I can know, like through a South African exchange. It's pretty good, and I trust them.
What did I say about that 15-minute candle?
Yeah.
With a minute left, it just ripped right to the top.
Yeah. To answer the question, African, that you asked, yes, of course. If you hold a huge amount of Bitcoin, you'd be earning up to like a Bitcoin a day for sure. I mean, depends on the position side.
Yeah, you got me lost on the whole staking Bitcoin thing. I guess I'm behind.
You're not actually staking the Bitcoin. You're just tying it up into an account, and they're giving you the equivalent.
Calling it staking because it's not staking. You only stake something that's proof of stake, and Bitcoin is definitely proof of work.
You're not staking the Bitcoin. You're just holding it in an account, and they're giving you a financial yield. They're giving you a percentage return for holding money in their account.
And like I go back to if you're getting a return off of Bitcoin, like off a dividend or something, what does that make Bitcoin? They're already saying that's what Ethereum is right now.
It doesn't touch Bitcoin. You're just getting they're taking your Bitcoin, and they're paying you a percentage of whatever they feel like paying you some percentage of on their deal. 8% a week, 8% a month, 8% a year, 1% a year, whatever the number is.
Test?
They put a percentage. And the way that they're paying you is through a smart contract, usually on Ethereum or something like it.
So they're just trying to
attract liquidity and keep it in their safe so that it doesn't move, so that they can say they have an increasing amount of dollars in their control.
Sounds illegal.
That's what funds do all the time to their shareholders.
I
Hey,
know,
we're
it's
increasing
all
the size
illegal.
of our capital pool.
It's kind of, it makes it sound like Bitcoin's a security.
Well, it sounds like they're using another product, which is Ethereum or whatever other token they use, to make a wrapped contract that basically pays yield to whoever has whatever amount of deposit in their account, and they base that yield off of Ethereum or whatever. So you're not getting a Bitcoin yield necessarily per se. They might pay you out in Bitcoin, but they're converting it before they pay it to you from whatever they decided to calculate it with. There's a lot of these staking functions, right? I mean, that's what these DeFi staking functions are all about, right?
Yeah, but the fact that they're telling you can lock up your Bitcoin to get a dividend or whatever, I don't know, man. Just one more thing. I mean, cryptocurrency.
They won't do anything to the Bitcoin protocol. The fact is, they're doing that. It's their business model that I would put into question, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is fine.
No, we know that. That's what I'm saying. What they're doing to me sounds illegal.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there's a big battle raging right now about whether or not these things are legal or not, and whether or not these.
Well, they're saying Ethereum's a security now. You got everybody on
Sure,
ETH freaking out.
Sure. You got to be careful about that stuff. That's why it's not staking Bitcoin. It's a derivative product of staking Bitcoin. And is it in question? You bet it's in question. Is it likely to survive? Maybe. I don't know. Depends how much the banksters can convince the other gangsters, the politician people, the regulators.
And I'm sure that's their move, right? The regulators are like, look,
how much money do we have to pay the government to convince them to leave it alone?
Yeah, and it's like, that's probably their angle they're going off of. It's like, look, if you're staking this thing and you're getting a return off that, that's a security.
And therefore they want a piece of it more than anything.
That's all they want, right? Let's get to the point. They just want their cut.
Yep.
Crazy, man.
So they'll either find a way to tax it or they'll find a way to shut it down because they don't get their cut.
That 15-minute candle did not.
They did to Kraken. They forced Kraken to pay $40 million and agree to never sell staking products again. And Kraken probably could have won that case, but they were like, it's not worth fighting them. Because even if they won, it would have probably been like a Pyrrhic victory, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, the precedent that they'll get hit with that same thing. And it turns out a lot of these exchanges also got hit in the U.S. and elsewhere with that Wells letter or whatever it's called, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago now. So they all been hit with that letter that basically says, don't do that. And the odds of any of them trying to do that now are much less if they are wanting to play in the U.S. market. So, but that's all macroeconomic stuff, in the crypto space.
Right.
Really does not have any bearing on our charts. It's what they tell you was borne out because of whatever news they'll tell you that's what happened on the charts. No, it's the other way around. But yeah. Interesting times we live in. And I keep seeing all these people yakety-yak talking about how Bitcoin is now in the we fight you stage. No, it's not. This is the we win stage. This is the Bitcoin has won stage. Yeah. And again, I go back to, if it wasn't, right, the government already fought against Bitcoin. People who don't remember the last cycle don't seem to remember. Government already tried to fight Bitcoin and crushed it in 2018 at the height of end of 2017, 2018 when they allowed margin trading to the downside. And since then, it's been fighting, and then at the last halving, kind of capitulated when Bitcoin, started having that run up right around that time.
And we know, like that 2017, or actually that bull run started in like middle of 2015 or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it did. Yeah,
where
exactly.
it was hitting, why it pulled back at 20K. We've been through that a million times. Maybe one day on one of these shows next week, I'll reenact that chart and show everybody exactly what happened there.
Yeah. So like we know very much that they've been fighting it for years, and now they're in the capitulation stage. You know, you don't see that Congressman Sherman going out there recently, even though they've been out. You know, a lot of congressmen have been talking about crypto. He hasn't really said much other than the same thing. The credit card companies don't like this. It's bad. Crypto is bad. It's evil and all that stuff, right? Yeah, he says all that stuff because he already said it 100 times, so people pay less attention to it. Now they're paying attention more to how can we get a cut of this? Everything's all about how do they get a cut of this? How do we regulate this? How do we bring this into the main? How do we take control of this? How do we? And they always put it under the noble phrase of protect the consumer. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what you're
doing.
Literally
the last thing on their mind, right? Mm-hmm. But like, how do we ensure that the government doesn't lose control, right? All about. So that's the capitulation stage, man. They're negotiating their surrender. They're just making it look like they're fighting it because they want to keep holding their heads up high. They don't want to admit defeat, right? But that's the thing. It's a tacit admission of defeat. Is they're trying to fight it publicly, but at the same time they're like, hey, how much Satoshi can I get today? You know, what's the deal?
Are we? Where was that at?
That's my opinion. I'm sticking to it.
Give me 1 second here.
I'll tell you what, if one does not cross down and hit 16, 15K this weekend, it could go a lot lower. Not necessarily 10 or 5 or anything like that, but it could be a very bumpy ride. For even, it could stay above 16, right? And then sometime in late March, early April, it could start, that RMLR could start bouncing back up. We might have a nice little move in mid-April if you look at the weekly or the 2-week. But it could get real nasty if it doesn't complete that mean conversion eventually, since it's already come so far down.
Right.
And then you get some real nice cheap Bitcoins. Maybe, who knows, maybe in July.
Get
some real
cheap Bitcoins.
Real cheap.
Oh, hold on.
I wouldn't be surprised something like 6K or 5K Bitcoin if we don't have mean reversion before then on the weekly. I would not be surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
Upper and lower bands. Hold on, man. Jiminy Christmas. This thing's got so. La 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 do da do da. There we go. I need 4. I need 3. I need 2. There we go. And everybody, let me see here. There we go. Boink. Turn all this on. There we go.
If you're watching YouTube or TradingView or Twitch or whatever, put a comment in if you want to see any particular other assets for us to look at. And also tell us what else do you like what you see with these charts? I want to know, is this clear to you? Is this mind-blowing to you? Leave a comment if you're active in that chat. And if you're not, well, thanks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So here we are, September 2015. All right, we start. This is a monthly chart. We got our projection boss here set on normal distribution. Why is it set on normal distribution? Because in 2015, 2016, 2017, these algos weren't using Laplace distribution. They were using normal distribution. They still do. But I like to use normal and Laplace together. And they work very well. So here we go. Here's the run up to 20K, right? So you see and look where we're at right now. Hilarious. I'm like, what's this little damn dotted line? Oh, that's price action. We're sitting right at top of the wick at 20K. Hilarious. So we run up. You see this little blue dot? That little blue dot. The wick literally ran right to it. That is the 3rd standard deviation on that monthly candle, right? And this line right here, that is the 2nd standard deviation on the projection. So on that run up, bam, we tap up there around 20K and reject. Why? Well, number one, there's only a 0.03% chance this monthly candle was going to close above there, right? Here's the second standard deviation right at the 2SD on the projection. There was a 95.4% chance it was going to pull back inside there, and look where it closed, right at the 1SD, right? There was a 68.3% chance this candle would pull back right at the 1SD, and it did. You open up the next monthly, it goes up. What's it test? See this little dot, that little pink dot? That's a 68.3 Laplace to the top side. Then it dumps out almost to the second standard deviation. So here we go. Here's the pullback on Bitcoin, right? And everybody's like, oh God, Bitcoin's going to zero. Where did it find support? Top side of the first standard deviation. That was the 31K low, or $3,100 low. 31K, Jesus, I'm in the twilight zone. Hopefully we don't see 3,100 again. Then it bounces from there, and that was the run up to 14. Then we have the scamdemic pullback, bounces again off the first standard deviation. Now look where we're at, right? We're almost back down on the top of the first standard deviation, and that would be 13K Bitcoin, new lows. I don't know. Personally, I'm hard pressed to see that happening, but this is crypto, and as usual, it's under attack. I just wanted to show you that though on this run up. It's all probabilities. It's all the distribution. Okay. Now, shut that baby off. I'll fix that later. Actually, let me reload this chart. There we go. Come on. There she blows. There she blows. And here we are, right back down. Now, I mean, pretty much the data set is below the 33 power mean by about $40. So this just got to play out. It's interesting. That dollar showing this weakness, everything just dumping out. People are afraid. Scared money doesn't make money. Scared money does not make money. That is for sure. Down over here.
You see what's going on here, right? Bilbo?
Tell
with
me.
The banks.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
see what's happening? SIVB and all these things, they're insolvent.
Oh, well.
They halted it this morning at $39 pre-market. The stock was $220 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's not just crypto, all the banks.
Right. So that's why you're getting the dollar cracked because of all the banks. Bank of America, JP, Goldman, they're all getting smashed. And the smaller ones are getting smashed even bigger. I mean, like smash.
Yeah, perfect time to run these markets up. From this.
I mean, look at this one, PACW. Whoever even heard of this? Paul Apple, Charlie Water. Whoever even heard of this? Thing's down 50% in a day.
Jesus. Yeah, there's
a small bank.
USB is down another 5, almost 6%.
Right. You know, so there's the problem. Remember we were talking about last week or 2 weeks ago? They have to loan these banks money every single day because they're basically if they don't go to the Fed window every night, they don't have enough net cap on their books. And this Silicon Valley if you read the story, they sold $21 billion worth of securities yesterday and lost $2 billion. And it ain't enough. They're probably going to be taken out of the dollar. Reminds me of Bear Chase, or the bear.
Schwab is down more than 10%.
What's that?
Schwab is down more than 10%.
Yeah, remember we were looking at this yesterday. That's what's going on. It's something with these banks. Whether there's a liquidity crunch or I don't know. But it's
all these stashes of over leveraged positions in crypto that they all had, and they all thought, "Oh, we're going to long it."
I don't know. Right. So I don't know if it's over leveraged crypto. I think it's over leveraged bonds.
I'm kidding. It's way bigger.
No, I got it. No.
Way bigger.
This is really bad.
Yeah, but I think these markets are going to bounce though. This dollar really starts losing steam here, oh man, we'd see a big bounce. Big bounce. But
the metals are running too, right? Look at silver. It's a nice move in silver this morning.
It's got to break below into this monthly range. But like I said, here's the bottom of the daily. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this thing just stays down here, closes the week down here by the bottom of the daily volatility range. And then if we go into next week and the dollar keeps spilling out, Next week could be healthy. I mean, I've thought from the beginning March is going to be a bullish month. We're getting this nice pullback. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
I'm going to keep looking at these charts. That's all I'm going to do. I don't care what's going on with the banks.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's just trade them.
Exactly. I don't care which way it goes.
Yeah, who cares?
There's plenty of bearish option strategies. If that's the route we're going. No diggity doubt. But yeah, I read that, what you posted earlier. I read all that.
That's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
How do you get that much trouble in 2 days?
And these are the people that are supposedly supposed to know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think again.
Yeah, you tell your customers, give us time. That's not good.
Yeah, give us time. Everything will be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I know, right? People are crazy. People are nuts. Whoa.
It feels like there's something underlying behind all this that's not telling us. Not that it matters, again, just charts, but it just feels like there's something that just isn't, cat's not being. I mean, you don't see silver move like this or gold move like this in an hour. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's it's flying around right now. Yeah, silver moving,
there's
man.
something happening outside here that's just above our pay grade.
Yeah, that's why we just go stick to the VEPS. Let these idiots can play out their little fantasy, whatever they're doing. Scumbags. Bitcoin hit the 1 SD. Boop, bounced right off the 1 SD. Yeah, the 4 hour 99s. No. That was a new 4 hour. That was a 68.3. Okay. Yeah, fun day. Good stuff. All kinds of good stuff happening. Let's see if these markets can show a little strength going into the end of the day here.
Well, they bounced. The S&P bounced on the S1. Perfect.
Perfectly. Boop, right there.
Perfect.
Ding.
To the penny.
Yep. To the penny. And you've got this 15-minute candle on the dollar. It is in the monthly range. But it like I said, where's it at? It's right at the last support level on the daily and the 95 for Laplace distribution. So the probabilities are that this dollar going into the close today stays above this range. But I imagine if it stays down in here, the markets are going to rise.
It's funny, all the drug companies and healthcare plans are all up. It's like, everybody's losing money. They need to take more pills.
Exactly.
Not feeling well.
If you want to see something funny, pull up the options on SIVB.
Just laughing at something. Oh my God. People are funny. I tell you what, when the markets dump, you see the true, you see everybody's true self. The bear market brings out the best in people, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does.
I'm reading this infighting in somewhere, and it's just a riot.
My triangle said it would go up.
I know. What is happening here? I just don't understand what's happening. Son of a bitch!
I thought the EMA was supposed to say support.
Right. Oh, what is this?
Oh, well.
What the fuck? What's Van?
My Elliott wave.
What happened? What in the hell is Van showing here? You see that? Founding Fathers? Oh, God, more shit that I'm going to have to look at here after the stream. Good stuff. Maths. Some.
Yeah.
Some
code stuff.
Some going to melt my brain. Is this dollar going to buck the daily volatility range and just say, screw you, we going down? That's what I want to see. I mean, how things change so quickly. I mean, this was just right before literally right before the stream started. Dollar started dumping
below the daily S4 now.
I know. Yes, it is. And considering you got the 2SD, you got normal and Laplace 95.4% ranges right here. And we're not only is the data set below that, it's below that daily volatility range. But now that's a daily. Doesn't mean that on these lower time frames, this thing can't dump out and come down here and test into the meat of this monthly range. If that happens, this stuff should definitely pump. Let's go. Let's see some green in the markets. We're already starting to see some green. Oil, you go red. We want you red, oil. You little scum. Of course, Baba's up a little bit. Yeah, everything seems to be pulling out somewhat. Oh, God, SoFi getting wrecked. Well, it's a bank, right? 6.73 down. Where is that? Yeah, that energy company, man. It's just been going sideways. Just been going sideways. The dollar bucking the trend, man. Bucking the trend. Dollar's down. Okay, I see there's a message in Alpha Voice. Let's see what we got working here. Okay. Nah, I wasn't roofied. I was tequila'd. I see the questions. Hopefully you weren't roofied in Miami. No shit. It's the last place you want to get roofied. Hey, I was surrounded by women. I'm okay, I think. Woke up with a couple extras. So, there we go. I wonder I threw the shoulder out.
Women or roofies?
What'd you say?
I said a couple extra women or roofies?
Women. Women. It was pretty funny. Pretty funny. I mean, I was hammered. We drank so much tequila. We were getting bottle service all night. Oh my God. There was probably about 20 of us or something that were behind the ropes in our little area. And I bet we went through 20 bottles of tequila. It was showing too. Everybody was stinky drunk, stumbling. And if you've ever, and the event was on the sand, it was out on the beach. So when we left, I'm sure you've walked in sand drunk as a skunk. That's always fun. It's like you're in a tar pit. All right.
Man, gold making a move on the 15-minute.
Oh, is gold moving? Yeah, we know.
Yeah,
it's up $30. Nice. Peter Schiff. He's probably having a circle jerk right about now. Those other little gold buddies. They love seeing that dollar weaken.
Right.
But then on the 4 hour, right? This 4 hour candle, where'd that thing just go to? Wick right to the 4th standard deviation on this 4 hour candle. Wicked right to it. Do these deviation levels move with volatility? Yeah. Why? Well, standard deviation of returns is volatility. So when the volatility kicks up, these deviation levels fluctuate perfectly too. They will usually catch stuff. And it did. Like right now, all I got to do is like reset the chart and you'll see that deviation level right here. Whoop, instead of just the movement that it does. That's why I always tell people, you get volatile moves, just boom, reload your chart. Reload your chart and it'll reset those deviation levels. So, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But it's all bullcrap anyway, right? All the money loaning and stuff. That's everybody just at the same time. What are they going to do? Everybody in the States is just like, yeah, we're done. We're not paying our mortgages. We're not paying our credit card bills. We're not paying our car payments. Dude, it'd be a full meltdown. Hey, what are they going to do? Arrest everybody? No. Take back the financial system from the crooks. Don't pay them. Everybody's like, oh, are you going to start it? No, I'll wait for somebody else to start it. I'm not going to be the one out on the limb. Hey, you guys said don't pay my bills. Thank God I don't have any. Electric cable. Shit like that. Property is paid off. There we go. That dollar pulling back up inside. It's not going to stay below here, in my opinion. I would love, though, on these lower time frames, to see it come down and test this area and see what happens. Imagine it's going to pull right back up quick. Considering everything dumped out with the dollar, if it shows any strength at all, which I don't think it's gonna, it's getting hammered right now. But if it does show any strength and make its way back up to this weekly, man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man. You could see some massive dumps. Massive dumps. Anything else we should be looking at? Anybody got an asset? Although, everything's a little wild right now, so let's see if we got any poppers. We could look at silver. Let's take a look at silver, see what's going on. I don't look at metals very often, but yeah, man, let's go for it. At least not since I was trading it. I was in Carson City, so there was 10 different shops. I could go buy as much silver as I wanted. Not paper crap. If you're out there buying paper, gold and silver, you want that shit in your hands, man.
Hex is up nicely on the day. Just saying.
Hex is up nicely on the day.
Yeah, Hex up on BTC, 2.33% almost. More than 2.25%.
Where was I going? Silver. Sent me off though. What? Should we look at futures or USD pair? Let's look at the USD pair since the dollar is crashing. Hello, silver. Woohoo! Straight up, motherfucker. Straight up. And let's see here. What's it setting up? Hidden bull on the 15. Setting up some hidden bull div. Let's see this on the 4 hour though. Outlier? Yes, outlier. Setting up any div? Yes, it is. Setting up some bear div. This returns oscillator turns down. You'll know. It's actually looking strong right now though. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. Was there any bull div? No. Just the weakness of the dollar, man. Weakness of the dollar. There was the hidden bear. All right. Continuation. Got a lower high here. Higher high on the returns oscillator. That's showing you hidden bear div, which is a continuation divergence. A continuation of what? What was this a continuation of? This move. Okay, silver is fast approaching on the daily, the bottom side of the power mean band. This would make sense. It's been outside the power mean band, all right? Has not tested the wave trend yet. That's up at almost $22. Could see silver run up here. Yep, sure could. Where's this at on the weekly? Looking ugly. Let's see if it's bouncing off anything. Bottom side of the power mean band, which makes sense. And where did silver reject from? Reverse Fisher. You people on TradingView watching this, are you starting to figure out why we use the indicators we use? I can show you. And that's another thing. When you're on like a macro time frame and you see things doing stuff, you like say this would have shot outside. Right? Shot outside and then pulled back in. I guarantee you, I'll just drop down through the time frames and find out why. What time frame? Did it hit a fissure on the 4 hour? What made it reject? And you can see right here on the weekly, man, you got this wick definitely tested it perfectly. Rejection city. But first it came down to do what? Test the reverse wave trend. And it dumped below and went all the way to the bottom of the power mean band. Pulling back up right now. Like I said, almost $22, $21.9. That's where the reverse wave trend is going to be. Just look like a monthly.
I think we should maybe cut off the streams on Twitch and YouTube and then your TradingView if they're not going to be engaging more, smashing more likes and rockets. That's what I'm saying. Smash, follow.
I like this though because it broadcasts it right to YouTube and Twitch right off of this platform. Yeah, we keep rocking. They'll come to their senses.
You don't engage. If you don't show us some love, I don't really know why we should keep showing you this stuff. Maybe we should just turn it off and let you guess what's going to happen.
All right. Could do that too.
All right. We're not those kind of YouTubers. But anyway, you got the damn point. Do the things.
He said, do the things.
They're on these platforms enough. They know what to do when they watch a video.
You hit the smashy. The likey.
Yeah, you likey. Yeah, but the point is, we use these tools for a reason because they work.
Holy crap. Silver. Look at the Z-score log returns. Look at this hidden bull setting up. You are right below. Let me see here. What's the top of the power mean band up here? Man, are we going to see a $25 silver here at some point? Yeah, probably, man. Probably. What was that low that we just got down to on silver? 18? No. What am I talking about? Didn't get that low. Got down to what? Yeah, under 20, 19.8. Be a hell of a because the last time I traded silver, I bought silver at 12, sold at 18. 12, sold at 18. Crazy. Got traded out 5 cases of silver. Those things are 36 pounds a piece. You ever carried a case of silver? Because it's only about this big. It's only about this damn big. And you pick it up and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, it is so heavy. So imagine carrying 5 of them in. Brrr. Awkward. It's like carrying fucking Matt's concrete bags. Need to put handles on those things. That's the most awkward thing to carry too. Those 80-pound Quikrete bags. God, those things are a bitch to carry. There's nothing to grab onto. You got to carry them like a book. It's a heavy damn book. So yeah, the monthly, we're at the bottom of power mean band. The probability is up here on silver. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Let me see here. 5-day, calling my name. Why? Let's find out. Well, maybe because it was at the bottom side of the power mean, and even on the 5-day, right? We saw that on the weekly. 5 days even better, right? Of course, that is a week for silver. Let me see here. Yeah, rejection right off of it. Looks very similar to the weekly. Obviously, it's pretty damn close. See the 3-day. Outside the power mean band, 3-day, creeping back up. 21.7. 20, about another buck ahead, buck above. That's where the power mean is there. And wow, the wave trend is barely above the Fisher. It's literally trying to cross back down. This is kind of a no-brainer to see this $22 silver. See this get tested. If that thing crosses down, silver could be doomed. Man, this is setting up some long-term buy pressure. Really is. Look at the bull div on the 2-day. And we're 22 bucks. 22 bucks on the 2-day is the reverse wave trend, and it's barely inside the power mean band. I'm looking for silver at 22 bucks. All right. Who wanted to signal? There, you got one. I'm looking silver at 22 bucks. What happens there? That's another story. Especially if the dollar finds some footing somewhere and starts going up. We know what's going to happen. But the dollar, especially if they're going off the inflation, right? Could lose. Could lose. That dollar could keep leaking. No doubt about it, man. Definitely could. That's what we want to see too. Be perfect too. Bitcoin knew the local low down there a little bit under 20K again, which we've been talking about that. Go to last week's streams. It was like, what's first, 20K or 32K? Obviously, 20K was first. Do I think we bounce out of here? I really do. I really do. And I showed why on the chart, right? It just mean reversion. That's all that happened. Returns mean revert. That's what you're seeing. Boom. You're right there. I drew this little range here for everybody. I mean, nailed that 95.4 Laplace on the weekly to the downside. That's a powerful move. Powerful move. And what are we down here? 19,869. Yeah, it's going to hang out in this area. And as you can see, right, we're returns mean revert. Is it? Are my little fancy lines here? Are we on any data sets? No, man. No, we're not. Not at all. No tops or bottoms of data sets. It's not how we roll. The only reason these lines are here is because I wanted to show you where the top side of the RMLR was and the 33 power mean, and it left this little range because somebody was saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to 20. And I broke it down even more and said, here's the range. Here's what's going to happen. Showed him the 95.4 Laplace. Probably going to get a wick down to there and pull back up inside. I mean, this thing literally did exactly what I told this guy. He's probably like, what the hell, man? How did he know that was going to do that? Staring at the chart I gave him. Probably just going, oh. Well, I don't understand it, but man, boy, that target hit. Yeah, it did. And it can go lower. Yasha
We
said,
see the
you got the 30 down here at 15K, man. It's right around here, this area, 15.1. Right here. It could happen. Not saying it's gonna. I would just be surprised. I'd be surprised. That's one thing I would be surprised at because I just don't see it coming. Not a new low.
no. If it did that, it'd probably be a snap wick. But yeah, you know,
Quickie.
you still hit it.
Yep.
A wiki wick would complete that mean reversion if it did it.
Yep. And here's the monthly. Still sticking. Here's the 33 power mean. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Up here. Now it's at 33.5. 33.5. Let me pull this down. Come on. There you are, baby. Scale for daddy. There she blows. There she blows. Let's see. Where's the 30 on the monthly? Yeah, up above. So you got the 33 power mean right between the 30 length RMLR, the 11 length RMLR. And right now on the monthly, you can see what happens. What are we testing here too? The 11 length RMLR. In the monthly, almost went to the first standard deviation, right? The 1 SD on the monthly is like 18, 18.7, 18.8 area. Interesting. But I see this eventually happening, right? This power mean is going to get tapped. Going to get tapped at some point. Why? Well, returns mean revert. We've been talking about it. Let me see something here real quick. Turn that back off. Where are you, RMLR number 30? It's a tough one, though. Turn on the 30 off the 7 because we're like stuck under this 1 SD band. But even at a 1 SD, you know, these returns can mean revert. No problem. Hell, the 30 RMLR is up here at 46, 46.5. No, 46.2. Sorry. boy.
Nice area.
Yeah, I like it. I'd love seeing Bitcoin approaching 50K again. It'd be a beautiful thing.
That's why I don't mind if it snaps down to 15. That would be real good for the upside, man. That'd be like, all right, time to run up again.
Right. And look here here's the 5-day. 5-day. What did it do? Came back down, man. Bounced right off the 33 power mean on the 5-day. Right off of it. So this is what I was just talking about. So on the weekly, right, I showed those levels, but Bilbo, a wick went through your little range. Why? Well, that's why. It nailed the 5-day 33 power mean. There it is right there. After I just got done saying, I guarantee I can go down through these time frames and find what it hit. Well, we could do that. Anything with traditional TA. We'll throw the yellow 21 on there. I guarantee on one time frame it's hitting it. Okay, whatever. You stick to your exponential moving averages, your simple moving averages, and continue to wonder why they just keep breaking. All right. YouTube Jimmy said that was great support. Man, it's supposed to bounce off the 200. What the hell? It broke through. Oh. Then I'll show you a chart going, yeah, it's called mean reversion. It's called mean reversion. Not price action, returns. Well, I'm confused. Well, don't be. Just know. Price action follows returns. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Man, that hour and 23 minutes went quick. Now what? Since everything's just jacking around. That dollar's being weak. So is everything. Everything's being weak.
So when you're saying price action follows returns, you mean price action follows returns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Price action, yes, it follows returns. Oh, good Lord.
But price action.
Yeah.
The volatility.
Yeah. Sir. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Warlord throwing that cone out.
Yeah, man, he loves those cones.
He does love that cone.
Loves the projection bosses.
He's throwing that in the whale chat. Everybody's just going, what the fuck is this thing? Looks like the Goodyear blimp. Is that the Goodyear blimp? Yes, they are Goodyear blimps. Silly people.
That's right.
Silly people. Silly people.
Projection boss, also known as Goodyear blimp.
Yes. Yes. Not to be confused with the Hindenburg. Wasn't that what that thing was called?
Yep. Also known as that big giant ball of flaming gas.
You imagine being on that fucking thing?
God. Oh, there's some people who jumped off and lived.
Just bounced off the cornfield. Donk, donk.
Yeah, but
Dude, growing up, when we moved out of the hood, out of the ghetto, I mean, we grew up poor. My mom got lucky, though, and my grandmother ran her travel agency into bankruptcy. And so my mom, being the businesswoman, I mean, she was on the cover of Women's Business several times of the magazine for what she did. She took that travel agency and literally turned it into the biggest commercial travel agency in the Midwest. But so we moved into this 2-story house, and we were just rambunctious children, so we'd sneak out all the time. We'd jump off the roof into the front bush. That's how we snuck out. We just bonk and bounce off the bush. Crazy kids. Then we'd steal the car, take the car out, hoping when we pulled back in the neighborhood, all the lights in the house weren't on. And some of the times they were. We got our ass paddled hard. Look how we turned out. Fantastic. It's a problem today. Children aren't beat enough. I got paddled up real good. Yeah, it's all good, though. It's all good. Kids never do anything that they need disciplined about. No, just let them run rabid. Oh, boy. Yep, smash that rocket icon. Share, follow, and comment. Do it or we'll inscribe a useless ordinal until your least hated favorites attack you. We're inscribing today, by the way. Oh, shit, hope none of the whales are listening.
Yeah.
It is happening. Don't say anything, Warlord. Or actually, I think they're doing it right now. You got to get under like 1 million. We're right there. It's at 750K. Going to be over 1 million here in the next 24 hours. So, going to get in on that. The whales will be inscribed on the Bitcoin blockchain. Ordinals, man. Look out. Look out. They're going to be big, man. They are.
Dude, 18 views, only a whopping only 18 views, and so far, and only 2 rockets. It means 1 in 9 of you on Trading View smashed the rocket. Come on, you gotta be kidding me, right?
Come on, Rocket Man.
On you, do not appreciate. Do you not want us to come back on Monday and show you this stuff?
Yeah.
Really?
Give us an asset.
Okay.
Come on, assets, please. Bring them. Let me read your favorite asset. Obviously, right now, it's like I'm just gonna be like, it's down. Oh, that guy's brilliant.
They want to hide it. They want to hide in Monero right now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, silver up 3%, huh? Interesting. Even copper's going back up now. Yeah, the metal boys are having a good time. God, Coinbase is just wrecked, 7.5% down, leading the market, obviously.
VIX is up 7.8%.
Oh yeah, the VIX is definitely. I mean, dude, it was at 18. It was at 18 early in the day yesterday. This thing rocket ship.
Also, Bitcoin volatility is up.
Intraday's up 3% too. Yeah, man, this thing is down. Yeah, it's okay. I have a feeling we're gonna have a weekend in crypto, man. I'd be surprised if this thing just goes sideways like last weekend. I would be surprised. There's going to be a lot of buy pressure. Going to be a lot of buy pressure, in my opinion. Let's see here. Let's get back on Bitcoin. Let's take a peek.
Gold. Look at that. Someone's asking for gold. Oh, I know who you are. So you're on.
Oh, and he puts he's laughing. Want me to look at gold? Oh, okay, give me a second here. Fuck it, popping on right now. He says, long time listener, first time caller.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, gold USD. Woo! Power. The power. Bouncing right off the 99. It's that right there. Now it's above. It's heading maybe back up over 19. 1912, top of the power mean band for you little gold bugs. That's a 2-day though. Here's the daily. Yep. Let's see what the top of the power mean band is. Where's this baby going? Yeah, right about 1890. I can see that easily. So why? There, was that the hidden bull? Yep, hidden bull. Correlated too, man. Just been doing nothing but growing. The correlation's positive. All the fishers are up. Gold's on the mission. Hey, Peter Schiff, you can go have a circle jerk with all your gold buddies. Have a good time, bud. Let's see, are you on the weekly? Look at that weekly candle. Holy crap. And outside the power mean band, I don't care if you're looking at Pokemon, fucking whatever, baseball cards, silver, gold, Bitcoin, SoFi, you get outside the power mean band, you're going to test the wave trend. There you go. Perfect little test too. Bounced right off of it. But look on the weekly. What's happening with gold? I'm going to take everything I said just back. This thing is, could it? Look, yeah, of course. It can go up above the power mean band, no problem. But you're dealing right now with, you got the 9 log MA, it's crawling up above. Obviously, it bounced off the wave trend. Is this thing going to go to 19 again? Look at the weekly. That's where the fisher is. If it does, you're not going to hang up there very long, man. You're going to come back. You will. You come up outside that power mean band that far again, look for another pullback.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. And it ain't the easiest thing in the world to learn, but it is learnable. Just takes time and effort.
Oh man, I just read a really dumb message. We are full of dum-dums today. Yeah, gold. Yeah, that weekly, man. What's this monthly going to show? Not much. Doesn't like the monthly. That daily, though, man. Top of the power mean band. It's right around 19. A couple time frames. This thing could run to 19, but if it does run back to 19, it's going to be way outside that power mean band again on the higher time frames. Let's see what the 4 hours looking like. Jesus. You're going to be way outside, I would imagine. Jesus criminy, folks. Okay.
Pumpy.
Put up the Vaseline, Peter Schiff. Your party's almost over, bud. Put up the Vaseline, Peter. We got the wave trend at. Now, this is going to raise tremendously. I would imagine, yeah, at some point here, top of the power mean band. Wave trend will be up there, probably like 18, in between 1830, 1840. You see, building any divs up here, man. Yeah, man. Well, there was that bear div pullback, right? But what did it do? It just came back, found support on the 33. Or wait a minute, is that the 99? That's a 99. Found support on the 99 and the wave trend popped off there. But look what's happening right now. You are definitely setting up some bear div. Second stab, right? Don't. This thing spills out. Look for the wave trend, 1830. Yeah, just like I was just talking about. That's what I wanted to see on the 4 hours. It's setting up bear div. Yes, it is. There's an imbalance right now. The gold bears are just like, what's happening? Are we all going to jail? I don't know. What yeah, man, that's crazy. That thing's way outside. See how far outside the 90 minute. 90 minute, there is no div building. So it's on the 4 hour. Look at that 90 minute candle shot outside 99.7 Laplace distribution range on that current 90 minute candle. Hell, that thing probably went to 99.99. 99.99. 9 times 4 is 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. Okay, it's a 9. That's my life in a nutshell right there. With everything I do, it's always numbers running through my head. You guys, I'd probably drive you crazy. You hang out with me long enough, be like, what the fuck? Why are you counting numbers on the menu, man? See if I like it or not. Kidding me? When I said I follow the philosophy of the 369 that Tesla brought forth years ago, I was not kidding. It rules my life, unfortunately. The numbers, man. It's the numbers. I always break everything down. But I've been into numerology since I started reading, probably when I was a kid. Numbers just jumped at me. I wanted to understand them, what they all meant. Once you do that, there's no turning back, because you're going to be like, oh my God, this shit's real. Yeah, it's real. Numbers have vibrations, man. Numbers have vibrations. They are very powerful. It's not just trading where the 369 is in my life. It's every aspect. Every aspect.
There ain't no frequency without a freak.
Yep.
That's right.
There we go. People are funny. Yeah, gold. Your reign of terror is about over, man. No offense. But we got something Peter Schiff doesn't. You can have all the money in the world, Joker, but you don't got the power mean ban.
Yeah, I better be taking his profits.
He's probably telling all his followers, yeah, gold. Yeah, it's going to 3,000. It's a solid buy. Now he's going to dump it back down to 18.
Yeah. Trend reversion happen.
Look at that outlier. These are the type of outliers we're talking about. I mean, look where that outlier started. I mean, you're in this. Are you taking profit? Yeah. Why? Well, I don't know. Your Z-score is up above the 99% confidence interval. Variance turned back down. It is negatively correlated. It is negatively correlated. Now watch. You see how the returns oscillator is dipping down here? Below the zero mean? What's that setting up? It's going to start setting up hidden bear div. So if this stays negatively correlated, as soon as you see that returns oscillator turn up, that's when you'll see the next move. That's when you will see the next move up off of the hidden bull. But if you see this correlation turn positive as it's going down, you will never see a positive correlation on this returns oscillator. It'll either go totally negative, you'll see some pink candles, or you'll see none like you're seeing right now. Right? And now, if you see this returns oscillator, but when it does turn up and it's positively correlated, you will see this stay negative, right? You'll see that variance. But look at the trend. Look at the trend on the 33-minute. Hard trend, right?
Yeah, that's just sloping off.
But like we always say, most of the times these markets are in a random walk. You can see it, even on the 33-minute. I mean, most of the time the markets are in a random walk. For people that want to deny that, well, show me why you think that's not true. You got anything to back up your claims? Probably not, because you definitely don't have the entropy indicator. This is the only one I know of, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is there even anything else on TradingView? Entropy indicator?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
No.
People are way behind the curve on this one. Hell, we started using this right about the same time where the big firms were like, entropy, yeah, trend, yeah, man, we need this.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. A lot of traders don't even use this stuff yet. Like, seriously. No. This is the cutting edge.
Cutting edge. Alpha trading. Heard it here first. Heard it here first. Look at the fishers on the 33-minute. This thing's getting a little out of control here. They're lockstep city, though. I mean, this move is such a no-brainer in gold. I'm sure Peter Schiff's saying something, trying to sound smart, why this move happened, this, that, or the other. Well, I'll tell you why. The data's spreading from the mean. It's having an outlier, and it's positively correlated. There's only buying and selling, so you can fucking just ramble on about all your bull crap all you want. This news, that, boo, this is why, dollar's weak, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. There's only buyers and sellers in the market. Everything else is used to manipulate traders. So boom. That's why. Well, why did it pump? Well, because the data spread from the mean. And look at gold on the 33. It was just hanging out, man. And when it spread from the mean, it was positively correlated, and it was having a fat tail event. Yes, it was. And all the fishers were in lockstep. And the entropy went in the trend. It just goes on and on and on and on. Good times. Good freaking times. Man, look at this dollar. Now, I've seen it happen a couple times where a data set will close outside these ranges, but man, it doesn't often, man. It really, you can go, if you have this indicator and you're listening, go back through time. Go back through all these different dailies and you show me assets that close outside these ranges. Right? You show me assets that close outside these ranges. I'll give you 100 bonk for every time you find one. I think it's worth negative something right now. Yeah, man. Getting a lot of sales today. What's up with that? We launched our NFT project yet? We need a bigger following base. We need a bigger base. We got a lot of fun things planned. If all you jokers that just jump on the bandwagon with alpha trading, we need a bigger support base before we do anything. We got a lot of things behind the curtain we're wanting to throw on everybody, but not now. It's not a good time yet. You'll know, though. You'll know. Now, I do like seeing this dollar dump out. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. There's no doubt. Biggest shit coin around. Biggest Ponzi. Biggest Ponzi out there, man. And so they're going to tell you government's dumping Bitcoin. Oh, Mt. Gox, the Mt. Gox settlement. Everybody's going to be dumping their Bitcoin. Really? Do you really think that? So I don't know how the payouts are working. Or did they like throw USD to the side? It doesn't matter what the price was. They're keeping it all just in Satoshis. Is that how it's working, Yasha? When the Mt. Gox thing happened, my God, what was Bitcoin? A couple $100?
It's a couple grand. And so basically the average holder, there's like 22,000 holders, roughly 23,000 holders.
Oh, it was at the top of that move up to 2K when that happened, wasn't it?
Yeah. And so the average holder has like 900 grand coming to them, roughly. Maybe a bit less now because of the dump, but like, 850 grand, 870 or whatever it is.
But I'm just wondering, say you lost a Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at 2,000. Are they going to give you a Bitcoin back today or just the USD value you lost?
No, they're going to give you so if you had 1,000 Bitcoin, they're going to give you 1,000 Bitcoin. They're not going to give you the dollar value that it has gone up in time. They're going to give you the amount of Bitcoin you held.
Right. Well, I was thinking they'll be like, okay, when you lost your Bitcoin was worth $2,000. So we're going to give you $2,000 of Bitcoin. They're not doing it like that, though. They're going to give you a whole Bitcoin.
No. When they say they've recovered the Bitcoin, that's what they mean. They got the actual intangible, physical fucking asset.
Well,
right. No, but there was a discussion
for
years about whether they're going to give you your dollar value or your Bitcoin value, whatever. They're going to give you your Bitcoins back, basically. So the thought is that now that everybody's, there's 22,000 more millionaires coming onto the market, what are they going to do with their $1 million? They're going to sell it for cash, or they're going to keep it in Bitcoin? The fact is, think about it. People who were on Mt. Gox were early adopters, right?
Dude, I was just getting ready to say they were early adopters. They believed in Bitcoin.
So they probably have other Bitcoin. So they probably don't need to sell all that Bitcoin. So, yeah, think about that. We'll see. Maybe they will. I'm sure some of them will, because some of them will be like, dude, I just got $1 million. Some of them, that was all their savings and they lost it. Now they suddenly have $1 million. If they haven't made $1 million back in the interim,
because if you were a Mt. Gox holder, you lost hope years ago, probably. So this is like an airdrop. This is like a fucking $1 million airdrop for some people.
Right, but the thing is, they're not giving it out all at once. Also, they're giving it out over 6 months,
which is smart. They don't want to dump it all on the market at once.
Exactly. Well, again, that's assuming everybody's going to dump it out. Which, I don't think most people are going to be dumping it out, because if they were early adopters, they probably had other Bitcoin not on Mt. Gox. Not everybody, but a lot of them. And those who did make back their money many times over with the other holdings they had, probably don't really necessarily have to care about that $1 million to be sold. If anything, they're just going to add it to their stack. Because if they had what's $1 million, like 50 Bitcoin or something like that. So if they had 50 Bitcoin on there, the average holder or whatever, again, that's average. So there's a lot of whales. There's a lot of people with a couple Bitcoin. But if the average is 50 Bitcoin per deposit, there's a good chance that a lot of people back then had more than that, because they bought them for less than that when they were, a couple $100, and it ran them up to, 20 to, a couple grand, and then they got them all rug pulled from them, right? But they probably had more that they bought when they were a couple $100 or cheaper. Just, that's one big possibility. But in any case, even if it does, so what? So what if you dump 50,000 or 100,000 Bitcoin or whatever onto the market? So what if you dump?
There's just going to be somebody there buying it.
They'll just be bought back up by other people.
That's why. If I was getting it right now, I wouldn't be selling. Hell no, I wouldn't be selling. Crypto's at its lows, in my opinion. Why the hell are you going to sell it? And then at the end of the year or something, Bitcoin's at 50K, and you're just kicking yourself in the face.
Yeah, especially after they've been waiting since 2014. Dude.
Yeah.
It's 9. Come on. What do they care if they have to wait another?
Now, would I be opposed to taking a little profit? Hell, if I just got an airdrop for $1 million in Bitcoin, would I maybe peel off 10%? Probably.
Right. Obviously, yeah. But that's
But I'm not selling all that. Hell no. I'm gonna throw that shit in a ledger and ride the train. They said Bitcoin was gonna die. Yeah, they've said that about how many times now? 300.
Exactly.
It's crazy. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. It's probably going to be. It's probably going to be the coin that rules them all. Then I saw that funny post. Well, if the central bank launches a stable coin, that Bitcoin will die. I mean, what a joke! No, it's just going to be pair. It's just going to be a trading pair. Just like the U.S. dollar is right now. They're just trying to scare people. They are. Why they're loading their bags.
That guy Arthur Hayes was saying they should make a Satoshi Nakamoto stablecoin based, basically a Bitcoin stablecoin. Like, dude, you don't need that. But okay, sure, whatever. Like, that guy knows how to make noise. That's for sure. But yeah, man. Like, it's just another stablecoin is just another coin pegged to another fiat currency. Ultimately, what is the point of that? Like, if you're going to be in a crypto world, ultimately, you don't even care if there are any fiats to trade it against, because if your standard will become eventually Bitcoin, or whatever, probably Bitcoin, but or whatever, then that is the standard by which you will peg things eventually. Right? You'll be trading gold for Bitcoin. You'll be trading stocks for Bitcoin. You'll be trading, other cryptos for Bitcoin. Yep. That will be the thing people will want to stack, right? And that's why now, while it's wildly volatile, it's the time to stack that stuff, especially when it's relatively cheap to where it could be mathematically. Now, does it have to go to exorbitant rates? No, it doesn't, but it could, and there's certainly a possibility that it will crack 6 figures at some point. Maybe it'll go higher someday, maybe not, who cares? The point is it's wildly volatile, and it will remain so even if it cracks into the 6 figures. It will not just suddenly become a mature asset. It's not old enough. It has plenty of volatility left into it. We're talking decades left. So, yeah, I don't see it going away, and for every day that it keeps lasting, it's going to last another day probably. And it is on the rise at the moment. It's not on the decline of its lifetime, right? It's only 14, coming up on 15 years, so it's still 14 years old. So yeah, I wouldn't be dismissive of big crypto projects like Bitcoin, or frankly even Ether. At this point in the game, way too early to be dismissive of that stuff. There's a long road ahead. Sorry. And for the patients who just want to hold. Man, because you'll probably be well rewarded in the future. Yeah. Not financial advice, but if you have a small amount that you can put in the ledger or whatever wallet and forget about it for 5-10 years, you'll probably be really happy that you made that decision.
Okay, we are going to. Let me remove these 2 drawings.
And look at what happened to Mt. Gox, right? Those people were in an involuntary staking program, and their value went from an average of 50 coins at about 100 grand, maybe at the height. So they lost 100 grand on average. Now it's worth like 800 or 900 grand. I'd say that's a pretty good return in, 9 years.
So over the weekend,
they could have done better for sure trading it back and forth, but most of them would have lost their money trading it. So they did well.
I see Bitcoin mean reverting here on the 4 hour. Wow. Well, look, man, you're sending wicks outside this 3 SD band, 2 wicks right to the 3 SD band. As people are drawing trend lines, they're not realizing where these wicks and where these candle closes are happening. But yeah, we're gonna mean revert back up to the 30 or to the 33. I mean, I could see Bitcoin this weekend getting up. I mean, there's a nice range here, anywhere like low 21s, all the way back up to like 21.8.
Yeah.
And if this does happen, we'll do a little stream. I do see this weekend, once these traditional markets close and all these idiots get out of the space.
All right.
I could see crypto pump. Yeah, I
sure.
could see crypto pump this weekend.
Yeah, and if it just keeps going sideways, you see plenty of volatility on the lower time frames too. But I mean, it is definitely it's entering mean reversion. You know, still has to maybe close this candle.
Yeah, and you're down here.
So
2 SD band on the daily on the 30, and then you got the 33 power mean back up here at 23K.
Yeah.
People, you're about to get thrown in the hurt locker. You guys trade low time frame volatility. Take your profits early and often. Limit your losses. Don't be emotionally attached to this. This is a data set on a goddamn computer, right? Don't get emotionally attached to it. You're not married to this thing. You're trading it. You're trying to make money. You take your profits. You take your profits. Take your profits. Take your profits. I need a hammer. Wham, wham, wham. And then you start to become the hammer, right? And when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Right? And you're just nailing every day, man. Intraday trading, low time frames, being the hammer. You're never the nail. Why are you never the nail? Because you're not giving these algos the opportunity to take your money. Because you have a mental stop loss. You better, if you're trading intraday, especially options, and if you're selling premium, you better be quick on the draw, man. You got to be really quick. If you're just trading futures, you got to take your profit, or the algos are going to take it right back. Right? You're the hammer. Everything you see is a nail. Keep it that way by limiting your loss. Don't be the nail. Be the hammer. That's like a good advice I could give to anybody. Right? That's how I literally live my life. Be the hammer, man. You can be a nice guy and still be the hammer. Right? You're just not. Boom. You are in your bubble. Nobody's affecting you inside your bubble. Right? You are the rolling hammer. Get her done. Get her done. Yeah, this weekend, I see it. It's a coming. It's a coming. We're just on these lower deviation bands on these RMLRs, man. Where's the 7 on the
trend on the minute on the dollar starting to weaken?
Yeah.
Just back into a bit of a random walk.
Even if is that on the bottom? Hold on here. I might have another level. I do, because we're down by the 3 SD band. Okay, so I'm going to start it at about this weekend 21.6. I mean, this thing can go all the way to 23 if it wanted. But as far as the 11 length, I definitely see at least this number this weekend. All right, we're talking $1,700. Let's see what happens. And if it does, we'll have a stream. This thing starts pumping when these markets close. We'll definitely be on tomorrow morning. Give everybody a little update on what's happening. With all that being said, though, it is 10:54 Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Yes, we have the biggest shitcoin in the world. It is the petrodollar. It puts to shame any other shitcoin out there.
Right.
So yeah, everybody that watched live today, we appreciate you. We'd like to have your support here on TradingView. There's not a lot of people doing this day in and day out. We're going to be here for you guys, right? We don't plan on going anywhere. So support us, right? Tell people about our streams on TradingView. Come check us out. Let's buck the trend, man. Let's stop these YouTube jimmies and pushing all this traditional TA on people. Newsflash, the high-frequency trading firm algorithms that are providing most of the liquidity in these markets, they are moving these markets, right? Dude, they're not using traditional TA. They're using the VEPS. The quicker you understand that, the easier the transition will be, because you'll finally realize I am behind the ball, right? I am liquidity for these bots. No wonder I can't make money. You might have some good trades every once in a while. I'm asking you though, are you making money? Right? Did you write off losses on your taxes this year? But man, I had so many good trades, but oh my God, my P&L's wrecked. Yeah, man. You're in the end, you're not going to be a winner. You're on the other side of the bots. You got to get on the right side of the bots. You got to become one yourself. And that is trading the low time frames. So that being said, I would highly suggest paper trading, getting quick. You need to understand how to get these entries and exits and how to use your exchange, because you don't have a bot trading for you, and you don't want a bot trading for you. Become your own. If you're a professional trader, you're sitting in front of your workstation. You have a time of day, right? Am I going to trade the market open through noon? Am I going to trade the market open until close? I highly don't recommend that. Right? I mean, you're going to get burned out. You can't sit in front of the computer 6.5 hours a day trading. I don't recommend it. If you're scalping low time frame volatility, dude, right up into the lunch session, you're good. If you're a good trader, you're done. Who knows how much money you made in those? Probably anywhere from, depending on the occurrences on the low time frames, dude, you can get anywhere between 5 and 20 freaking trades on a 1 minute.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Right? This is what we're trying to help people with. And look for us if we see crypto making a move this weekend. Look for us tomorrow. We will be there. And once again, appreciate everybody watching live in the Discord, on TradingView, on YouTube, on Twitch. We love you guys. That's what we're here for. You're not going to see any links in our description onboarding you onto highly leveraged crypto exchanges. You're not going to see any links anywhere. We're not trying to make money off people. We're trying to help people make money. Get that correct.
Right. Yeah, the only link is to Discord. Come and join it. It's free.
Yeah, Discord's free for education. We're building a program right now. Don't know how much longer that. If we ever do sell the program, which I doubt we will, it's going to be, you got to put value on the stuff, right? We'll take a couple Cardanos. I'm being funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Take some of your Solanas, right? Give us some of your AVAXs, your Ethereums. Maybe a little bit of Bitcoins. Give us a slice of that corn. All right, guys. It's enough fun. Let's get back at it. If nothing happens this weekend, we'll see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If something does happen, look for us before noon tomorrow. We'll do a little update for about an hour. All right, guys. With all that being said, thanks again for showing up. Wherever you live at on this big, beautiful, bearish blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading out.